Welcome on the journey, Scorpio. Scorpio, let's take a look at the current energy, see what's going on. I am worth loving. A powerful affirmation is to stand with arms wide open and say, I am willing to let the love in. It is safe to let the love in. So, I'm wondering if some of you feel as if love has let you down in the past and it hasn't been always a safe space for you. Let's see how we can work with that. Just gonna leave that down there. I release all fears and doubts. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I am loved and I am safe. That's a really important aspect of the reading right now that you're working on, is feeling safe enough to allow the love in. I feel as if you've been dealing with people in your life who have been affecting your root chakra, your feeling of survival, and they've been playing with that energy. Maybe you've been dealing with narcissistic people. You've had maybe narcissistic parents or family members or friends or people that just knew exactly what to say to reach in and affect your root chakra, make you feel like they could just manipulate you somehow through the words they used to affect you. They could see. It's almost like you wore it on the outside. My work is deeply fulfilling. Today I give my best to that which I do, knowing that when one experience is complete, I am led to even more fulfilling and rewarding experiences. You may have been doing what everybody has wanted you to do, and maybe it didn't make you feel safe. You might have been pushed into the spotlight, but knowing myself as a Scorpio, I feel very private. I feel that I like to be in the background. I like to be helping and supporting people in the network, but not out front. And you may have been pushed onto the stage by your parents. Maybe you had parents that pushed you into being a star athlete or a star musician, and they pushed you beyond your comfort zone, and you've been continually doing things and being that version that everybody else wanted you to be. But maybe for some of you, you're dealing with energy work, or you're dealing with your life at this point, wherever you are, and you realize that you're going to do what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel like you are able to survive the situation. You're healing, a lot of you. You're healing a broken heart for some of you. You may have had, and I'm sorry to hear this in my head, but you may have had abusive experiences, traumatic experiences, and many disappointments to overcome. And you've been developing your confidence, your personal power. You're taking it back, and you're developing your confidence right now. You're forgiving yourself for allowing other people to take your power. You gave it away to other people. Let's see, when working with other people, what do you need to know? What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. You are never responsible for the actions of others, but you are responsible for you. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. If someone is not treating you with love and respect, it is a gift if they walk away from you. You may hurt for a while, but your heart will eventually heal. Taking things personally makes you prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion and feed you whatever poison they want. Refuse to eat poison. To have great faith is to have great power because your intent, your will, is undivided. When your word isn't dissipated by doubt, the power of your word becomes even stronger. So as you're learning to love yourself, as you're learning that you have an intuition, you have a gut system that tells you what's right for you and what's not right for you. You're taking that power back from others. You're no longer allowing others to pull you in, or you're becoming aware of that. And that is something that is part of your life lesson right now. Worrying about illness can create more illness. So I wonder if you've been through something in your health that has affected you deeply, that has scarred you, maybe quite literally scarred you. And so you've been worried. When you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased. The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so, any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. So maybe you have been allowing your attention and your energy to be hooked into what others have been saying. For example, they may be having triggered you to do things that you don't want to do. And that negative feeling has kept you in this perpetual loop of codependency. Care and compassion. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. This is the way you were born, Scorpio. You were born empathic. You were born tuned in to the sensitivities of the world and to people around you. Every detail you notice, every facial expression you read, because that is part of who you are. And you've always been there to help everyone. And people have taken that for granted in you. Don't let that stop you from being the love, though. And that is what the angels are guiding you to remember, is to let the love in. You are safe to let the love in with boundaries. This is part of your crown chakra upgrade right now. You're going through something quite miraculous in your energy. It's almost as if you can see clearly. You've reached a point of being able to take yourself out of the root chakra and move the energy up, and it is leading you to more fulfilling experiences. Let's take a look at your blessing for you. We have a blessing for a mother. See, you're very selfless. You've been maybe raising children. It's been very challenging. You've faced a lot on your path, and you're removing a lot of toxic energies that you've had in your life. Healing the wounds from your own childhood, I feel. That maybe there has been something to do with childhood here and the roots of your childhood. It was very toxic for some of you. I am picking up on the fact that you were surrounded by codependency. Maybe one of your parents was an absent, neglective parent, and the other one was in your face, controlling, dominant, aggressive. And you were always walking on eggshells. And I feel as if the patterns in your life have led you to picking partners who were unpredictable. And you're starting to unravel that. It's actually a really nice place to be. Let's get you an angel number. 101, starting over. You're starting over. Happiness is linked to self-expression, growth, and experience. Learning from failures is key. Happiness is real, possible, and around. Understand it's a process, and the pursuit of it. Joy is fluid. It's in the little things and the big ones. Fails are fun. Start fresh. So maybe you've been through some failures. Maybe your relationships have failed. Maybe the business you started, it wasn't for you, and you've had to separate yourself from everybody else's opinions of what you should be and what you should do. And you didn't fail. It's just that it's part of your spiritual development in this life to take back your power. Let's get a quote. There is no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It's why you are born and how you become most truly alive. So what is your calling? What is calling? What brings you such joy that you get up every day and you just want to do it? Even though it's tough. Yeah, it's tough, but you still want to do it. So each of us has this essential role in the whole of humanity, and a reason why we're here on earth. And you have a part to play in the grand scheme of things. And I feel as if it's to do with spreading that love, teaching other people how to love themselves, how not to compare, how not to allow other people's opinions to drain them of their essential life force. That's a pretty big purpose, pretty big calling that you have. All right, I'm being guided to get you an Angel of Light card. What is a message for Scorpio? Acceptance. Acceptance means unconditional love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are without judging, blaming, or wanting to change them. When you're totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention now. You're also asked to accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident in your divine self is revealed. I accept myself and others. I accept myself and others. And that really hurts, doesn't it? That acceptance, deep down, fundamentally, that, for example, I have a daughter, she's grown and she can make her own decisions. And I remember back when I was younger, even I was 26, and my mom told me I couldn't go on a trip across the world to teach English in Korea for a year. She said no, and she wouldn't talk to me for 3 whole days. And my daughter is going, a friend of hers bought her a plane ticket to say, hey, come to Texas and hang out with me. And there's every part of me that wants to say, to scream, like this, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Like I was taught. But I have to accept the fact that she is making choices. She is a grown up, that I have to trust her guidance system and allow her to have that freedom. And it's not easy. It's not easy seeing your partner put on weight and do things and eat unhealthy foods, and you want to change them, you want to help them, you know what you can do to help them, but all we can do is look at how do I eat alongside my partner and allow his habits to affect me. It's what I have the right as a human being to do, is to either accept everybody else around me without trying to change them, because otherwise I'm just reliving and continuing on that codependent patterning that I've learned. And that's a really tough one. All right, I'm being beckoned to get one more card for you. What is it for Scorpio? Teaching and learning. Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. So maybe teaching acceptance, being unconditionally loving, allowing the love in, allowing and loving other people for who they are, even if they make themselves sick. And it's part of their lesson. Or if they make a mistake in traveling across to another country, and there's nothing you can do unless they ask for your help. So this is part of your calling, is teaching and learning. Maybe you work with young people, young minds, or just anyone that you meet, in just loving them and accepting them for who they are. You're this beacon, because you have this connection with the divine. It's very powerful. There's been a lot that you've learned, but you're in a very beautiful place, Scorpio. So with that, I say, sending you so much love, unconditional love, to just accept you where you are at on your journey. And hopefully this helped in some small way. And until we meet again, take care. Bye.